Hi, my name's Liyah Knight and today we will be recording in my mum's sewing room. You're right. Let's go again. So today I'm using a Sennheiser shotgun for all the little trinkly sounds and a Sennheiser dynamic for a couple of the heavier percussive and thumpy sounds. I describe my music as mood driven. It kind of goes in ebbs and flows across a bunch of different styles. It's inspired by the things that are around me, the people that I'm making it with, and how I'm feeling. When Happy Mag asked me to be part of Somewhere Sounds, I was honoured and a bit surprised because the only music that I've shared of the stuff I've produced has just been sounds that I make with my teeth and with pens. And I like to make sounds. I am a noisy person. That's what I like to do when I'm sitting at my desk. I just record things and manipulate them until I like them and they sound like something different. I do that stuff in my room, but to do it in front of a camera, something new, something different. My mom's a costume designer, my grandmother was, my grandfather was a tailor. So textiles has always been such a huge part of my life growing up and my inspiration. So to be able to, I guess, get in there and explore my passion within, my family's history, because I guess that for me is what textiles is for my mom or for my grandmother. That's what excites me, is the sounds of beads as opposed to how they look on a dress. Today when I go in there, I am going to find something airy that I can use for like a pad. I also want to find hi-hat with some beads, and I think that there's some textured fabrics that could be cool to run something along. I know there's going to be lots of fun sounds. The sewing machine's got this boo. I also want to get the sound of scissors. I think there's something to be done with the amount of rope or strings and stuff in there as well. All these sounds that I wouldn't have otherwise thought of if this wasn't happening today. I guess because it just kind of happens in the background, so to be able to focus on that today is really cool. I think one of my concerns today is that I'm going to end up with a whole drum rack full of percussive sounds. So I'd really love to find something more harmonic, find a way to turn some of those things that are so obviously percussive into a synth or whatever else. So yeah, we'll see what happens. My music making began because I had a bunch of poems that didn't have sounds, and I really like sounds and poems, so I put them together. I went to TAFE, did a sound production course, and we learned on Ableton. I just really liked how user-friendly it was clean, and it was really fun to experiment on. I use one plugin, and that is Valhalla Vintage Reverb. I think it's nice to keep things simple, especially in the creative process, and then you can add all the glitz and glam later. I think initially the reason why I wanted to learn about producing was so that when I did have sessions with other producers and I was writing, I would have some kind of understanding of how things worked, first of all, and secondly, what I liked and how to communicate that. So I kind of use my home setup as a place for me to kind of experiment and figure that out, so that when I do go into the studio, I can be a part of that process actively. When I get the found samples, I'm going to take out all the parts that I don't want. And then from there, I'm going to emphasize the parts of the sounds that I do like, chuck them all in a drum rack, and gets to chopping. If I find this sound that I am looking for the melodic stuff, I want to get involved with this MIDI over here and start playing something, and I want there to be, I guess, I don't want to just sound like a creature, like a drum rack creature. I want there to be some kind of melodic aspect to the song. Next up for me, I have a release before the end of the year, God willing, and next year, probably some more music. When my grandfather retired, he was a tailor, and when he retired, he was like, I want to make a boat. So he just read a bunch of books about making a boat, and he made a boat from scratch. And I think I have a lot of that spirit in me where whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it. So the future of Liyah Knight looks like being on a boat that I built, you know, with people that helped me build the boat. But yeah, Liyah Knight's boat coming to you soon. Thank you, Happy Mag, for having me. I hope you enjoy my Somewhere Sounds sample pack.